Let's talk about pickoffs at first base. Our first scenario, we're going to use the first baseman going back to pick off the runner at first on a throw from the catcher. The key here is to always open up to the infield side, get back to first, and as we talked about on covering the bases and tags, take away a corner and block the base off. This is what it looks like. Go. Our next pickoff situation is using the second baseman to come in behind the runner. The key here is for the second baseman to decoy the opposition. You have to cheat a little bit for this play to pay off for you. We want the second baseman to turn to the outfield, talk to the outfield, let them know how many outs we have, and at the same time gently slide over towards first, taking away that distance so she can get to first base and make the pickoff more effective. This is what it'll look like. Notice where Brooke starts and where she finishes before the pitch. Puts her a lot closer to first base and allows her to get there and make the play. In terms of defending the slappers, that's a whole other tape unto itself. A couple key points that you want to remember in terms of setting your defense is we like to have our third baseman come off the line slightly to cut off that hole to the shortstop. You might also consider keeping your first baseman back and letting pitchers take bunts down that first base line. It makes it a lot cleaner and a lot less problems when you have a runner running down the first base line and everybody arriving at first base at the same time. So you might take a look, just leave that first baseman back, let pitchers take bunts on that side, and let your third baseman come off the line a little bit farther to cut off that ball to the shortstop hole. Another thing to look for in a bunt situation, possibly also a situation with the slappers, is we like for our corners, first and third baseman, to play sort of a cat and mouse game with the batter. Try to get up in front of their face as much as possible. In a sacrifice situation, get right in and shake hands with that batter. Get it right on top of them, put a little pressure on that batter. In a situation where they might be swinging away, back up, move forward, move back, move sideways. Try to dance around and play a little game with that hitter. The more you can get that hitter thinking about where you are as a corner, the less opportunity they're going to have to concentrate on the pitch and what your pitcher is throwing. So we like to have our third baseman and first baseman very active, moving constantly in and back, left and right, to try to give the batter a little bit of a distraction. Especially in a bunt situation, it works great.